So this video is going to talk about why thinking there's only one woman out there for you, believing that there's only one soulmate, the myth of the one, why believing that can be devastating for your romantic life. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video right now. So as I'm filming this, I'm going to edit in an old video of about 8 months prior to this video. You're going to see a different background behind me. And the reason I'm going to do this is it's a video where a girl, she sent me this care package in the mail and I had never met her before. I was following my texting principles, so even though we never met, through long distance, like I kept her attracted to me to the point where she sent me a care package. I'm going to show the video where I'm opening the care package, I'm going through it, and you're gonna hear how I'm talking about the girl, that she's like this amazing woman. And the girl she's an amazing woman, but if I would have got stuck in thinking she was the only one, and this is what I used to do, and it always ended up bad. There were 3 girls in my life where I thought this is the one, and because of that pressure, it didn't work out with them. And then I found out later down the road, like, I wouldn't have been compatible with any of them nowadays. Alright, so you're going to see the video here, you're going to see the care package, and then at the end of this video, I'm coming back here and I'm going to explain what happened on the date, how it just didn't go well, and what I learned from that. I hold in my hand this secret package of which I have no idea what's in it. A little background for this, still sealed and everything, so I'm excited, is this was given to me, this was sent by a woman I met on Bumble, which is very much like Tinder, on online dating. I met her in a city that I was traveling to do a seminar, and so I actually never met her. We had just matched, and I was only there for the weekend. By the time we started talking, I had left the city. And this girl is beautiful, she is driven, she's like family oriented, she's super sweet. I'm crushing on this girl big time. And what did I get? Well, she told me to check my mail today. So she sent me, remember, I've never met this girl before. She sent me this package in the mail from, she lives in Texas and I live in Washington State. So I got this in the mail. I'm not sure what it is. The title here says, "To Adam," and then in parentheses it says Prince Charming. And so let's find out. What do we got in here? I literally have no idea. Oh. So, feels like a movie. And I got a card here. This is fun. This is why I love women, I love dating, I love people. What a fun surprise. So this is an iconic New York. So this is where she was visiting when she told me that she got me a gift. So she went to New York. She knows since I was a 2nd grade teacher, I love to color. And since I've never been to New York, she got me this coloring book that I can use to color. Man, I like this girl. Super excited for that. And then let's see what we got in here. Faraway Franks, little New York theme. Oh wow, this is cute. Okay, check this out. So this is the card she got me. It's even Hallmark, that's legit. She spent the extra couple bucks. So it says, "My dearest Adam." Here it is. "Hurry up and get your buns back here." It says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. I really do hope to one day hug you." Because remember, we haven't met yet. "In the same way, I know it's a dream. to explore the Big Apple where cabbies scream. So get out some colors in a big cup of joe, so when we finally meet this city, you'll know. Here or there, from the east to the west, of all the bumble bees, you are truly the best. XOXO. Because we met on Bumble, remember? Wow, super creative, super cute. Man, I'm into this girl. I haven't decided how I'm going to respond to this yet or any of that, but I'm super excited. This is the power of being able to meet a girl online and then be able to keep her interested. So it's been like 2 months since we matched, and to keep it up, especially with this girl of this caliber, I'm pretty proud of myself. I've been totally on top of my texting game, which is what I'm known for, so I better be. But man, that's good stuff. So excited. Now, if you watch this and you're like, man, I want stuff like that, I have an online dating program which will get you that first step of how to match with these great women and how to start conversations off. And then to keep a girl like this interested for that long, I have a texting ebook, a texting video course. To get stuff like this, there's nothing cooler. And to know that you know what to do, you have a plan, you know when to do it, you know when to text her, when to pull back. I gotta say, wow, it's reaping rewards for me, and so I hope for you too. You definitely should check it out. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? Of course you did. Okay, so in that video, I was opening this care package, right? In my head, so it literally took 1 whole year from the moment that I matched with her on an online dating app. It was Tinder or Bumble, one of those. We kept in contact, and I was using my texting principle, so she was staying attracted. And then 1 year later, I happened to be back in Dallas for another business trip. And it happened to work out where I used my setting the date over texting, this like system I use to get a girl to go on a date where she won't flake out. You'll get that in the VIP membership in level 11 of your weekly bonuses. Be on the watch for that, because that will start explaining how you can use this system to get girls to go on a date with you without flaking. And it's really powerful so in this context, I was in Dallas. I had flown there. I was just Ubering around places, so I didn't have a car. So I used this setting the date over texting to get her to come drive to my hotel, pick me up, take us out on this date. And here's where the learning happened. So it's been so long since I've had a date that, like, it's not even like this date wasn't fun. It was fun, but it was such a weird, different vibe than I'm used to. I'm used to having like a fun, flirty vibe, even if I don't have like this really overwhelming attraction for a girl on the date. I usually have, like we both have a good time. And so this date happened to where I had her pick me up. She didn't know where we were going because I use my whole setting the date system, which you'll learn about. And so we ended up going to the bowling alley. And right from the start, I could just feel, so the first moment where I knew like, whoa, this is not going as well as I would have thought, was because she didn't know where we were going. We get to the bowling alley and she immediately was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to bowl my shoulder. She had just hurt her shoulder or something, so I didn't know about that, but she was already kind of like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't bowl. So right away I was kind of like, that's lame. Like it would have been cool if she was just like, oh, my shoulder kind of hurts, but I'm sure I'll make it work. But she was kind of like, right from the start, kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to bowl. And I don't know, something about it, in my head, I was like, this might not be as fun as I thought. So blah, 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 we get in there. She ended up bowling. We kind of had fun, like we were kind of flirty a little bit, but I could just feel. Now, I've gone on so many dates that I could feel there was just not the connection that I'm used to. And then fast forward, we did a little arcade thing after that, and then I had her drop me back off at my hotel. And from there, it ended like we hugged or whatever at the end of the day. Like, but it was not. It was almost like, it just felt like more like, okay, this girl could be a friend of mine in the future. But it just didn't have a sexual flirty vibe, and so anyway, the point of this whole thing is that for an entire year, if I would have, now I don't want you to like, I want you to know that this is a gorgeous girl, drop dead gorgeous, very motivated. She has a great job. She's works out. She's great family life. Blah blah blah. Awesome girl, right? That I'm not taking anything away from her, but we didn't click. It just didn't click. But if I would have put all my attention on this girl is the one for me, this girl is amazing, and this is what a lot of guys do before they even meet a girl. If you're meeting her online or you're texting her, a lot of guys like, and I know I used to do the same thing, but in this case, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I've learned over the years that it's not a healthy mindset to like work a fantasy up in your head before you even meet the person. But I would have, if I wouldn't have had all this training, I would have gone into that date thinking this girl's, I need this to go well. And then if on the date, like I felt it just wasn't like vibing, I would have thought like, oh no, what happened? And I would have been all worked up. I would have been texting her. I would have been wondering why didn't she text me back? And been really like panicked and all that stuff. And I would have been fretting over something that, see, in my head there, I would have again thought this was a girl for me, when now I can see, like being neutral about it, it just wasn't there. The connection, it wasn't there for either of us. It was just like the vibe just wasn't there. So if I would have built this up, she's the only girl for me, my blinders would have been on. I would have gone in still thinking this girl's amazing. I would have been like, oh, I'm still gonna marry this girl. Oh my gosh. And then I wouldn't have been able to read the signs that it just wasn't there for either of us. I wouldn't have known my own feelings that it wasn't there. But I also wouldn't have been able to read her signs. But instead, when I'm able to go at it from a neutral perspective, like, hey, this is just another date with a person, and let's just see what this is all about. When I was able to go into it like that, I left the date, and after the date, instead of me being upset, I like went in my hotel room, I started laughing. I was like, wow, that was a whole year build up for that, and it really wasn't that special. And then I could look at it as more of a fun, easy going, like, wow, we just weren't compatible, instead of building it up and thinking this is the only one for me, and then getting my heart broken or her getting her heart broken or whatever. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.